Oh no, where is it? Okay, so today we are going to be looking at how to replace the coolant spare tank on the Ford EcoSport. This is applicable to Ford Kuga, Ford Fiesta as well. So what happened is that this is the old coolant spare tank. I noticed that some of the coolant was leaking out from the top here. So I tried to open it, but this broke. This can come out. This was stuck there, and I have to actually dig this out, and as you can see, it's very damaged. This is not damaged, but I think it's still broken, and it was damaged over here as well when I was removing this piece. So I have to buy a new one, a new cover and a new spare tank. Reason is because when I was removing this stuck unit, I have to jam a screwdriver here, so it's pretty scratched up. Oops, it's pretty scratched up and all. So I don't want to use this because I don't want it to leak further, because I know it is leaking. It's leaking over here. It could be this, but with all the scratches here and all the abnormally here, I'm pretty sure it'll leak worse now. So I've got a new one. It looks a bit yellowish. It's brand new, but it's a bit yellowish. I think it's some old stock. But it's okay. It's okay. Nobody's looking into the tank. Okay, so let's see how we do this, alright? Okay, so let's have a look at the how we mount the new spare tank. So as you can see, it has a nut here and a nut here. I mean, two slots there, sorry, a slot and a slot. And you have the mount over here and over here, this one. So what you do is just put it in place. Make sure that both sides goes in. Then you press it down. Okay? And that's how you mount it. Very simple. Okay, and this will connect over here, and then there's this pipe that you need to connect, and then you just use a plier to lock it. And you will need to take from the old spare tank the plug over here, which is this one. And how you open it is just press this and pull. Alright, you might need two hands, but since I don't have two hands, I'm gonna use my leg. Alright, just like that. Okay, got it out. It's a bit tight because I've never opened it before. So what you do is you just plug this back inside here. So just push it in till it locks. Okay, so I have to actually take it out, and what I did was I push it towards the wall like this, and you can see that it is locked. Okay, then we'll install this back. And we'll do the same for this. Hopefully it's not as difficult. Okay, so it's very tight. I have to use a plier, put it here, and then push it in. I'm out of breath already. Okay, so for this one, just plug it in all the way in. And then we'll use a plier and loosen this and bring it up. Okay, so for the coolant, I will be using the Motorcraft yellow concentrated. So we'll need to actually mix this up 50 to 50. So 50% coolant, 50% water. It was stated here to use distilled water, but the water in my area is not that hard, so it should be okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna turn on the scale here. Put this here first. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 500 ml of coolant here, then I'll mix it with 500 ml of water. So I have 1 liter of coolant. Okay, so I should reach this about 1014. Okay, so extra a bit, but that's okay, and we'll pour this into the spare tank. Okay, so yeah, it's at its maximum level now. So what I'll do is I will close this up, take it for a drive, come back and see how much it has dropped. Then I'll top up until it reaches the maximum. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Very simple how we change this. Let's talk about the cost. Okay, so this tank costs about 80 ringgit and the coolant costs about 130 ringgit for 2 gallons, I think. Sorry, 1 gallon. For 1 gallon, it's 130 ringgit. That's quite pricey, but it's actually concentrated, so that's good. Time it takes for this is probably just a couple of minutes. If I don't have to film this, it would probably be even quicker. You already know why I did this, and yeah, you probably would be wondering why I didn't flush the whole system, because I do not find the necessary need to actually flush it, because I've actually just flushed this about less than 5,000 kilometers ago. And you're probably wondering, how about bleeding the coolant, or airing out the coolant, some people will call it. Well, looking at the design of this car, I don't think you need to do that, because any air bubbles will be pushed. Okay. Any air bubbles will be pushed from this line into the tank here. So I don't see any need for the bleeding process. Yep, that's it. That's it. A very simple DIY. Shop will probably charge you about 50 to 100 ringgit for this, just on labor. So why bother? You can do it yourself. It's very simple. You might want to see me putting the cap on, right? Brand spanking new. Okay. 21 psi. Okay, close this up. That's a lot of turning. That's it. That's it. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure you hit this. If you dislike it, you can hit that, but leave us a comment down below on how to improve further, or what is it that you dislike. If you have not already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the like and the bell button so you get notified on our next upload. Till then, I will see you again.